Hello everybody, this is Fuzzfinger and today we're going to start a brand new Let's Play for the game The Cave. So without any further ado, I'll get started, and after the introduction I'll start with the commentary. So let's go, as the lemmings would say.
Welcome. Don't let my sultry and mysterious voice startle you. For hundreds, nay thousands, nay, tens of thousands of years, people have come to me in search of what they desire most. Few find what they are looking for. Even fewer ever leave. Welcome to The Cave. That's me, The Cave. Yes, I'm a talking cave. Don't laugh. It makes dating hell. Besides, I have a really interesting story to tell you this evening, so pay attention. It's a story of 7 people and a glimpse into a dark place in each of their hearts. But be careful before you judge. There is a dark place in your heart as well. Someday you will find yourself descending my depths in search of what you desire. And you might not like what you find either. But enough about you. This is about them.
Okay. So before we do anything, I did adjust the volume before we started, and yes, it's okay. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me over all the game sounds.
On this fine night, he searches for his true love, but does desire burn too brightly in his heart?
Basically, we have 7 characters here. Each one is...
The knight. He is on a quest for a sword of unequaled power and prestige. But will he find it before anyone else gets hurt?
Yeah, this guy's making commentary really quite difficult, actually. But there's 7 character classes. There's this knight guy. There's the monk, which you can see on the furthest right. The twins, which is actually one character. Well, plays as one character. You've got the adventurer, the scientist, the time traveller, and then on the far left you have the hillbilly. So this game is a platform / puzzle game, as you can tell. It's been brought to us by the people who originally brought us Day of the Tentacle and the early Monkey Island games, and more recently than that, Brutal Legend for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox. So it has been getting some fairly positive reviews, so I thought since it was only a tenner on Steam we'd give it a bash. And I did have a little play around earlier for about 5-10 minutes, so I know what I'm doing at the very start here, which is basically... I actually got confused earlier because I picked up the crowbar and had no idea where to go. Seeing as how in most platform games you basically always head to the right, and that didn't seem to be the case here, as you can see. You go all over the place. So the 7 characters, I've got the knight here. You do actually play 3 of the 7. So let's pick another one now. We can have the hillbilly, the time traveller.
The scientist. She is on the cusp of a great discovery for all of humankind, and 100 million lives hang in the balance.
Okay, so I think we'll go
the
for...
adventurer.
No.
The twins. They just want to go outside and play. What could be more innocent than that?
Maybe we could take the twins, seeing as how that looks quite interesting, the fact there's 2 of them. So yeah, we'll take the twins. As you can see, when you've gone past this point, they get added to your party roster. So now we can choose one more.
The time traveller.
We could have the time traveller.
She is here to right a wrong 1,000,000 years in the making. Fortunately for her, yesterday is a new day.
Or we could have the adventurer or the monk. I think we'll stay with the time traveller, actually. Even though that sound effect could become quite irritating over long periods of time. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to basically be commentating this game as well as trying to solve puzzles at the same time. As you pass certain points, the rest of your party will automatically catch up with you. Although there are times where you will need to use them in conjunction with one another, so we'll have to move them around and do quite a bit of backtracking amongst the areas and that. So here we have just a crate which we can move. So a nice simple puzzle to start us off with. Just push this all the way over to the end, which will give us enough space to jump up onto the next ledge. There we go. And as you can see, there's a wooden bridge.
You break it, you buy it. Just saying. I don't think that bridge has been safety tested with more than 2 people.
Okay, so there's nowhere else to go on the left here. And the narrator and the sign there is telling us not to use 3 people or the bridge will break. So I think we'll take that warning and actually climb our entire party on top of that bridge, and hopefully we'll crash through into the next section. As I said, there is quite a bit of backtracking, which may turn out to be a little bit annoying. We'll have to find out.
If that bridge breaks, there might be no way back up. And by if, I mean when that bridge breaks. Who am I kidding?
So hopefully this will move us on to the next section. Well, I say hopefully. I know it will. I went a little bit past this area earlier on, crashing into the pond at the bottom. And this is a long fall. But we are entering the cave shortly. So this is the gift shop clerk.
Oh, I hope you're not here to visit the cave, because we're closed. A gruesome and horrific accident has occurred, and there's no way... You know, there is a way I could reopen, allowing you fine adventurers to partake in the unique experience that only the cave has to offer. I just need 3 small trinkets to sell. Just 3. Let me say that number again. 3. Take this giant novelty-sized key. It's cute, isn't it?
Oh, well, that's
Open
handy.
the employee's back entrance. I'm sure you'll find some treasures worthy of the cave's gift shop.
Okay, so we'll pick the key up. Our first quest, or puzzle, or whatever you want to call it, is actually about trying to gain entry to the cave. So yes, we can do that. There's a door here with a big handy lock on for this big handy key.
He is a funny little man, isn't he? I should probably fire him. I think he's dipping into the till.
Right, so what's next? There comes everybody else. As I mentioned, when you pass certain checkpoints, everybody does catch up with you. So we need to activate this well here, but at the moment it appears to be broken. You can see that flashing thing that's on the wall behind us, or behind the well. There's a few of them around, and I think we need to interact with them all. So we've got an empty fuse box, we need to stick some electrics into that. And a broken grog machine, and a broken hot dog machine, and a lever. So, let's take time travelling person. Can we jump down here? No, we have to use the ladder. The gate for the next area is here, but this lever only opens it part way. Which is why we need to pull both levers at the same time. At least that's the idea. If we bring Nighty Boy down. And where's Time Traveller? There he is. Ah, okay. So we need to use all 3 here. That's interesting. As I mentioned before, there are times when your entire party has to be used in conjunction with one another. Which makes perfect sense, really, seeing as how you can have 3 characters. So now we pull this lever, the gate has been permanently opened. We don't need the crowbar for the time being, so I'm just going to leave it there. Now, as you can see, there's a monstery thing over there, and it does attempt to kill you.
There's no dying in the cave. At least not this soon. So much left for them to learn.
Well, that's quite fortunate. There's no dying in the cave. Now, as you can see, there's a bell here, and if we ring this bell, we attract the attention of this cave monster thing, whatever it is. And there's some spikes there. So, as you might have already figured out, we need to find out how we can get the monster onto the spikes. So let's venture on up and see what we can find. And here is another one of those glowy things, the first one we can access. To be honest, I'm not too sure what they do. It's given us a piece of artwork called the Peasant Boy. So maybe it just adds, it's like a collection thing, I'm not sure. Right, here's a fuse box with a fuse in it. And that hurt.
The truth is, I can't let anyone die in here because of what it would do to my insurance rates.
That's interesting. We have an old well that does basically nothing. Let's bring some of our friends over, shall we? Let's take the crowbar. I don't think we need it, but we may as well bring it while we have it. Ah, there we go. We do need the crowbar. We've managed to break the rusty crank. And we can actually use this. Although before we do, I'm going to bring the twins over. As you can see, there's a bucket hanging at the bottom of that second well, or the first well rather, which we need to gain access to. So we'll bring these up here, so at least everybody's together then. And in fact we'll use these to grab the handle off the second well and take it to the first, and hopefully we'll be able to fetch that bucket. So let's see what happens here, shall we? No, go up there please, thank you. And there comes the bucket, marvellous. And a second one of these things, whatever they do. Interesting. So we'll pick up the bucket, where is it? There it is. And take this back to the rest of the team. Some random bats flying around there. Don't think they're doing much though. We are in a cave after all. There's probably going to be bats everywhere. Well, I say that we're not technically in the cave just yet, are we? We haven't gained access to it. So with this bucket, you can see there's some dripping water here by the fuse box. We'll throw that up there. And now we can access it without getting electrocuted. At least that's the theory. So we'll keep these here and we'll take this fuse over to the empty fuse box. And the hot dog machine and new grog machine are now activated. To be honest, I don't know if there's much we can do with a can of grog, except drink it. But we do want a hot dog. No, stick that in there. Oh, come on, please, stop annoying me. That's better. We will come back for that fuse. I wonder if there's a way, actually, I haven't figured it out if there is, to get your other characters to follow you when you move around. That would be a good idea. Oops, a daisy, I don't want to go up there with the hot dog. We'll drop it onto this pit of spikes to attract the monster. But we also need to grab that fuse back so that we can stick it into the original box, the original fuse box. We've done what we need to here. So we'll take this all the way back over. As I mentioned a couple of times now, there is quite a bit of backtracking, as you would expect in a platforming puzzle game. So we'll whack that in there. We'll put them by the levers and such. And let me just see where we're at. Okay, so we've got the hot dog there. We will ring the bell. And hopefully, yes, we've got that creature. And this is a family game, so it doesn't look like there's going to be any way of killing it. But we've got it trapped, which is good. And I just want to make sure there's... Yeah, we can't go across there. So we're going to have to go... Obviously go across where the creature was. Now that we have access. And there's another one of those wall-y things. Cute kids and a happy family. This is very random, isn't it? And this is as far as I've played this game, so everything from this point on is as new to me as it is to you. So we'll start by heading right, seeing as how that's the only way we can actually go. And it looks like we'll be heading into the next area. There's a flame there. Maybe one of our co-friends can grab that for us. Nope. Actually, he can't. Okay, fair enough. What about Time Traveller? I don't think you can actually pick the flame up. I don't think you actually need to either, so we'll leave that. Okay, there's some sort of rubble there. It looks like it might be movable. But we'll check that out when and as we need to. For now, we'll follow this fairly linear path. Ah, box of dynamite. So we've got a flame, a box of dynamite, and a load of rubble that just looks like it wants to be destroyed. Slightly convenient, if you ask me. Okay, time to move. Let's see what happens. Yes, we're through. We're through into the next section, and we can go up or we can go down. Let's start by going up. It looks like there's something funky up here. Haha! This might be the first of 3 items that this guy was after. Maybe we can take it back to him. Shall we just see what's over here before we do? Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh, we can't go back, can we? We fell down, so... Let's just see. We can obviously use one of our other party members to get us through that gate, but... Let's just see what's through here before we do that. Ah, another item. Okay. I think we'll go and collect that thing. A cursed guitar. So maybe we've got 2 of the 3 items we need. I mean, I don't know, maybe we haven't, I'm just guessing. Right, you stand on there, please. Time Traveller, you come this way as well. There's nothing left for you to do over there, that's for sure. Up we go. Up, round and over, as they say. Right, there's a door control console there. Ah. Right, you lot, come over here. Let's see if this does anything. Put that down a sec. Nope, we can't actually do anything with that, so... We don't really need to be honest, we're through. Elevator call button, we shall be patient before we use that. Aha! A jeweled skull. But it does mean we're going to have to say goodbye to our crowbar for the time being. Oh, don't get crushed. Right then. You lot come over here as well, please. Hopefully the lift will wait for everybody to be on it. It looks like it's going to. How very nice of it. Okay, we're here. There we go. And we're moving in the right direction, and look where we are. We're back up to the correct level. But we have lost our crowbar, which is annoying. There's got to be a way to get your entire party to follow you. Surely. Because this is going to be a mission. Is it me, or is there an old British telephone box just stuck in the middle of the wall?
Well, that's one
good, they're all
trinket.
here.
A far cry from 3 trinkets.
Here's another one for you.
Ah, trinket numero 2. Maybe I didn't pay attention during math class, but 2 is less than 3. Ah, the 3rd glorious trinket. I have to say, you have surprised me. I figured you'd give up after 1.
Well, you gonna let us in or not?
Oh, right. Sorry.
That's it. We actually have entrance to the cave. The cave tour. This way. So I think we'll call it quits here for the first episode. This looks like it could be a pretty fun game. But we'll see how things get on. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this series. Please rate it up if you do. And consider subscribing to the channel, since that does support me and help me out a lot. And it does motivate me to continue making these videos for you guys. So I've been Fuzzfinger, I've been your host for today, and probably will be next time as well. And I will catch you in the next episode, so bye for now.